I cannot see. I really truly cannot see. There's the marina. I'm in Honolulu right now. I look a little disheveled. Okay, so I have been doing catching up on sleep and massively relaxing. I had a margarita last night that was extremely strong. Okay, so there was a chick who I sent out an email last night to, hey Katrina, I sent out an email last night and I asked you guys to give me some things to talk about. And one of the chicks, she said, I don't know if y'all could hear that. My GPS is making noise. So this chick, she asked me to do an answer for this question, and it was basically like, how do you, hey Tracy, look at the marina right in front of the marina. Can you see it? Well, you can see. Okay, so she asked me to do this to answer this question, and you guys haven't actually sent me a message on email, mollymsap@gmail.com. My hair is crazy right now. I haven't really been that worried about what I look like right now because I'm literally still recovering from jet lag. If you guys have any ideas on how to get rid of jet lag, I would be greatly appreciated. Okay, so by the way, virtual boot camp starts towards the end of the month. I think I might be changing the time because I just decided to take myself on vacay. So I want to make sure that I get all the shit done. So anyways, but yeah, virtual boot camp, it's 6 steps to manifesting anything that you want. Now, this chick asked, and again, if you guys want to give me things to talk about, it's and okay, so she asked me, how do you know, or how do you shift when you actually have the blocks and you know what you need to do, but you're not actually doing it because you're scared to? Hey Megan, hey Anna. I think I said hi, hey Anna already. Okay, so what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? It's hard to explain, honestly. That one's a toughie. When she said it, I was like, this is actually a really brilliant question. So, here's what you do. You literally have to have a moment where a part of you dies. That part of you actually dies. It's not something that I would recommend. I wouldn't recommend not having a coach to go through that process with, to be quite honest with you, because it's almost kind of people ask how do you release blocks? Well, a lot of times these blocks that you want to release are such big blocks that you don't really understand. Even sometimes I don't understand the process of your subconscious and what it has to go through. It was snuffling the headphones. Hello. Is it still snuffling? Is it still snuffling? You don't understand the process that you have to go through. Let me know if it's still snuffling. You don't really quite, like I said, you don't really quite understand what the process is that you have to go through. So it's like a part of you dies, really, honestly. It's like a part of you dies because if you want to manifest $50,000 months, if you're thinking about it, a part of you has to, the part of you that wants to please mommy and daddy, or the part of you that wants to hold on to this relationship you have, or the part of you wants to hold on to this comfort that you've had for your entire life, you have to let go of it. You can't just kind of half-ass let go of it. You got to really let go of it. And it was kind of good, I'm glad. You have to really let go of it. It's whoa. I've had moments where I've been in a place where I know the resistance and I know I need to let go, but I just don't let go. Or I know the resistance and I know I need to let go, and I'm walking around trying to figure out how to let go, and I just can't figure out how to let go. And I mean, there's a difference between knowing what the fucking block is. You don't know how to, because he or she's been such a big part of your life, and it's if I let go of this, then everything's gonna be fuck. You feel everything is gonna be all messed up and shit like that, and you just you don't know how to comprehend it. And usually I recommend with that, you need a coach. You need someone to support you through that, because I I know from a personal, like, on personal experience, when you try to let go of something, and I mean like really truly let go, where something physically manifests, like one of the things that I've been talking about lately is stop seeking and find your answer. If you're finding your answer, it's like you're releasing that place of seeking, because if you're in a place of not releasing the block, you're in a place of seeking, and it's kind of like you're not having what you want. And it's such a deep experience. It's a cathartic experience. It's a hard experience. It can be physically painful, emotionally painful. It's like you're literally saying goodbye to a part of you that has been there for you. And it can be really hard. Like really, really hard. Hey Rana, I'm in Hawaii. I texted you a while back, but you didn't text me back. I don't know if you got it or what. And I'm gonna be in Miami soon too. And I won't have like shitloads to do. So you really have to it's really like a you don't just burn a piece of paper and it's done. You don't just say, okay, it's done. Sometimes you're in a space where like you can just say it's done if you're not like really seriously attached, because it's like not only do you have to say goodbye to this toxic relationship with this block, but you have to realize how magnetically deep you're connected to it. And I believe that you need someone, for me specifically, you need someone who understands the amount of impact that you have to have on your own subconscious to release it. Because you can release it for a little bit and it comes back up, and you can release it wholeheartedly and literally change every area of your life. So wait, hold on. I bought you this big package of all these goodies for you to enjoy one of your Dallas in-person boot camps that I couldn't attend. It's still sitting in my trunk. I never shipped it. But how long ago was that? I didn't have it in person in Dallas. I had one in Austin, and that was last January. Not this past January, but like last January. So that's a long time. That's like me. Thank you for getting me a bundle. That's really cool of you. I totally probably would have done the exact same thing. Hey Jordan. Hey Steph. So like, how do I describe it? Like my journaling course, it's also included in my virtual boot camp. I'm like trying to see if I can sit down. I'm going to sit down. No, I don't want to sit down on the ground. My journaling course takes you through that process, but it's almost like, it's like you're magnetized. Like see this little spot down there? Okay. So let's say that you're like, this is the best analogy that I do, and I do this in my free events actually, or not my free events, my live events. So you're like, say this is the block, and you know that it's the block. Like, you know it's here, you know what it is, and you know if you let it go, you'll be making $50,000 months, okay? And you have to recognize, and you know how deep the block is. You know that it's like a big fucking block, right? And if you know how deep it is, and you know you need to go to this other side over here, that's like there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's the same thing on each side. And you have to, like, oh, this is a really good analogy. I don't know if you can see this. See that thing right there? Well, you have to unravel that cord. And not only that, but you have to imagine that this boat right here might drift off and sink. Sean, I'm giving you the best fucking analogy right now to release blocks. That's ridiculous. Okay, so I want you to imagine that not only do you have to, again, I'm trying to see. Okay, not only do you have to unwire that, right? So you may like know the block, but you have to unwire it like that. And then you have to trust that this boat right here, because like imagine that it's been tied up like that for your entire life. And you've never really actually truly deeply shifted anything like this. So you have to believe that this boat right here isn't going to drown, isn't going to fly off in the distance, and you don't know where the fuck it's gonna go. You've never seen it detach. You don't know, like you don't know any of it. And you're dealing with the fear of like, am I being irresponsible by letting this go? This has been my family's, this has been everything that I've known. My family taught me how to tie this, and they said never let it go, pretty much. Or I mean, like I know that they never let it go, so why the fuck should I? And you imagine like you're like, you are as deeply connected to the ground in your own mind as as the fucking thing is into the ground. Can you see the guy? As that thing is into the ground. That's how deep this shit goes, right? And it's that solid, right? So then you have to recognize that not only do you have to let this go, but you have to be, so you're like over here, and not only do you have to unwire that shit and push the boat out, and not to mention you've got several other boats that you have to deal with that you don't know how, if it's going to hit it, or it's going to hurt it, or the boat's going to ruin, or if it's going to sink, okay? Did you tie it yourself? No, your family did. And then you have to go over here, right here. See it? Like, I can't see it there. Right over here, and try this new boat. And you not only have to do that, but you have to unwire that one that's not yours and get on that boat and sail away. That's what you have to do in order, like, that's like metaphorically what you have to do in your subconscious. And your subconscious is literally the reason why you're like, it's freaky is because your subconscious is like a computer. And your computer is like, if you move anything, you can fuck up the entire computer. And so a computer can be like, it's not expensive anymore, but back then it was like ridiculously expensive. And if you fucked up your computer, you fucked up all your drive, all your data from like years and years and years. So your brain is like, no, we can't move, we can't move, we can't move, we can't move. So not only is your brain going, we can't move, we can't move, we can't move, but it's also this analogy right here in your head. So that's what you're dealing with. And it's scary, and it's hard, and it's confusing, and you don't know if you're actually properly doing it. And so therefore, if you don't really know that you're properly doing it, you'll do everything you can. You'll literally jump into that dirty ass water and pull that rope and tie it up again. And you'll stand over here soaked, being like, well, fuck, I untied it. I thought I did something. I thought it was actually moving, and I thought I was actually shifting, and I thought I released it, but I didn't release it properly, so now I have to start this whole fucking process all over again. That's what letting go of a block really is. And people want to do that shit alone. They think they can do it alone, which, like, boggles my mind. But I get it. 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 So with that in mind, I'm going to go enjoy Hawaii, and I'm going to leave you with that. I have to go to Walgreens and get another journal because I literally journaled. You guys, I'm serious. I had a flight from Austin to LA, which is a 3-hour flight, and then I got on a flight to Honolulu, or not, LA to Honolulu, which was like 5.5 hours. I journaled, not kidding, guys, for the entire trip. My hand was throbbing.